This conversation also examines how cities in Thailand have historically evolved beside rivers, how waterways shape cultural identity and urban form, and also how the act of listening can reveal the ecological and social transformation of this environment over time. Yeah, so I would like to introduce you to our speaker today. First and foremost, Tsai Kuen-Lin is our artist in residency program back in Chiang Mai. He came from Taiwan, and his practice transforms sound into sculptural and visual forms. And here with me, Associate Professor Dr. Kreangkrai Kirdsiri from Faculty of Architecture, Silpakorn University. Dr. Kreangkrai is an academic and a researcher specializing in vernacular architecture, settlement patterns, built environments, historical cities, and heritage sites. So his research examines how communities adapt and construct their relationship with the place through architecture and environmental design. And I will be your moderator for today. Yeah, so right now I would like to hand the mic to Kuen-Lin to start some presentation that he has prepared for us.
Hi. I also prepared my translation, translator. Sorry. Yeah, because I have something maybe the concept are more complicated to explain in English. She can help me. Yeah, and so the first is this year I do the research about the Chiang Mai, and every time when I do the residency program, I will create a map, my own map, on the Google Map. You can see I can switch here. Yeah. So this is about the whole water system. Even now we cannot see. And also have the ancient the water system in here. Yeah. And you also can see the castle, the city. It's like this one, the purple one. It's I don't know which years the Ping River actually downstream is this one, and they switch another way. Yeah. And so also can understand some temples is have a little bit related about the water system. Like this one, I remember is a very famous temple, Song Dak. Yes, the Song Dak is like for the Lanna kingdom. For them, it's like a garden, right? So yeah, so but now we cannot see the garden, a beautiful garden, yeah, for royal garden. Yeah.
I share. Yep. Okay, and for the river that you're showing close to Gyeongpum, that's what the old Ping River, and then I'm not sure, maybe after that during Lanna, the Ping was changed the river down south. This one, we can see like the some temples constructed during King Mang Rai, and you can see the location close to the old river. That's why the left hand one is the new route of the mapping river. Yes, and that's why when you can see during the heavy rain, every year this kind of like a land got flood. Yes, and also they construct like one of the Buddha, reclining Buddha image. They call like Panon Ping Pan Ping. It means like the reclining Buddha lay down, protect the city from the flood, something like that. And also that I said that about เวียงสวนดอกครับเวียงสวนดอก is like during King Guna maybe mid of Chiang Mai period they construct this one as a like a royal garden to enshrine like a Buddha relic from Sukhothai. We got the Buddha relic from Sukhothai and enshrine here in Vieng Suan Dok and also on the top of the mountain Phat Doi Suthep as well.
Thank you, Professor. Yeah, so I do this research for like 2 months. Yeah, and let me switch back. So next is old map. Yeah, the ancient map show us here also have another, we can call the wall or yeah, and they make some panel. There's panel, yeah.
And this kind of thing is mean like in the past we have like a 2 kind of like a moat or rampart. Is that one is for the circle like a square one construct with the brick during of maybe King Mueang Keo, and then the down this one is mean the earthen city wall. And it's mean try to protect the city from flood and also manage the water system, because of in the past of the Lanna they have like local wisdom in terms of the water management. We call Mueang Phai, right? Mueang Phai. They also generate all the water and manage the water by this mode.
But now we cannot found this word. Only the canal still have, yeah. And this one is show me before the Chiang Mai city have each gate have 2 gates. One is the outer gate, one is an inner gate, and each gate is have a different shape. So for my print, I also presented like this, yeah.
This one is try to protect the city from the cannon. You know, it means in the past during maybe related to Ayutthaya period. At that time, we do the trade with the Western and also Ayutthaya and some city they brought the cannon from Western already, and that's why during King Mueang Keo before King Mang Lai, like the early Chiang Mai period, the wall made by wood. And then after that, they have to change into the brick wall, and then they construct the like a fort in front of the gate to protect the city, because of the gate is made by wood. It's very weak. If the cannon hit the gate, that's why they have the two layer of the wall.
And this one is for me, like, it's also very surprised because most the local people, they forgot that this ancient city is a circle one. Yeah, actually this Thai language is mean the 7 channels or 7 canals. Yeah, into this circle city, the small city, and they built before they built they used the soil to build the wall to protect the city. And also they try to protect the water. The water is from the Sope mountain. Yeah.
Okay, I share. This one is like a circle, like a circular plan city. It's mean older than Chiang Mai. It's mean in the past, in Chiang Mai, they have like a lot of like ethnic group settled down in there. Especially one is we call Lua or Lavua. They are the people who speaking also Asiatic family language, and then construct the city like a defensive city, protecting themselves from the enemy, and they use the how can I say, they dig the moat surround the city, and this one is very important as the artist said. Vietjet is mean to correct the water, seven line of water into the city to make the water to be like a sacred water, and then generate the water into the city Chiang Mai city after. You can see this one from the Chiang Mai Zoo, next to the Chiang Mai Zoo.
So you can see this image have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 river into this small city. And for this research, I can know that the water system is not only by the Ping River. It's also very important from the mountain Sote. And this is one that I will show you in this center. Here have a small green spot. It's a so huge a tree. It's this one. So under the ground have a very fresh spring. So that's why this tree stay there. Maybe have 200 years. Yeah, I've heard. Since the city beginning, this tree already stay there. Yeah.
This tree we call in Thai Cham Cha or maybe Jamturi, the symbolic of Chulalongkorn University, the tree. It means that, and also sometimes we call rain tree as well because of they have a lot of chakachan living on the tree and then they spread the small water drop. That's why we call this kind of tree is a rain tree.
This is so huge because I didn't search to have some picture can photo the whole tree. Yeah. So that's why I make this print. It's that street, the circle city, and then and then this is a mountains. Okay. And here also you can you can see every each gate have 2 gates, and the architecture is Lanna style, it's not Siam style, it's different. Also the temple Lanna style temple have 3 layers, but for the Siam is not 3 layers, It's different. And then I will introduce you how can I do the recording underwater. And just like I showed the picture, is this one is a hydrophone. Only this one is a hydrophone, and this cable is a 10 meters cable for the hydrophone. And use the hydrophone into this amplifier and connect the recorder. And I can hear I can hear the sound from underwater, and use my earphone. Just like this image, you can see I really heard some sound from underwater, but I don't know what happened because I stay in the air, on the ground. So it's a very loud, sometimes very loud, sometimes very quiet, sometimes some sound very weird. Have like something like a duck, something like a chicken, they make the sound. And I also collect the soil beside the river or beside the water body. So you can see that even this kind of color is from Taiwan. I surrounded Taiwan to collect the soil. So the soil will come to the different colors with the different temperature. And when I recorded the sound, I will replay again, and I will join on my notebook like this. And then make some, the sculpture and the painting. When I do the painting, I also use my laptop to play the sound, so I can understand what happened under the water, and I will create some shape on the canvas. So some audience ask me how can the water can show us the memory. I think it's very hard to explain by English. In English, it's like a earth layer. Yeah, the memory is just like the earth layers, but you know, for this picture show us the before underwater sound, just like a little bit like have some sailboat and have some live snake, and also have an earthquake make some sound. Yeah, and some sound from the landscape. But after that, the human make the more sound into the water. Like this one is I don't know.
Winter by, right?
Winter bird. Okay. Yeah, and also we have the cargo ship on the sea, so we made a lot of different sound into the water. If we don't try to manage the sound into the water, it's like will be very loud and the lives will be gone. Yeah, because it's you know, for us, we don't know the sound before. We don't know we make the how large, how noise the sound into the water. Yeah. Later I will show you how it's different in the air and under the water. It's totally different. And so this one is if we have a good well managed for the sound into the water, it's a more healthy ecosystem. Yeah. So for me, if I say the memory for the water, I think it's not like it's like we continue to make some pollution or some pressure to the water, and sometimes the water will give me some feedback. Yeah. In Taiwan, we have one sentence we say that this way is for water, but if we for the people stay here, so we build some construction to stop the water, to change the waterway, but sometimes, some days they will take back. They will continue still to go that way because they stay there more than us. Yeah. So, yes, this is last. Yeah.
So actually, Kuen-Lin got some sound record that he did in the field research as well. Maybe we can share that.
So for the sound, it's very important is output to the speaker, and now we don't have a professional speaker. So sometimes I switch to use my lamp, and sometimes I switch to the project. Yeah. So this sound is from the Zaoboya River. Yeah. So I switch to. Wait. So it's mixed, so or switch.
So this is from Chao.
Yeah, the cargo ship also. I think this one is a motorboat. They made the sound. Yeah. So something like this is for the lives, and they can use their whole body. The fish they can use their whole body to feel this sound. It's very interesting for me when I do the recording because when we call the sound, it means we stand in the air and to use our ear to listen. But our ear not for underwater to listen. So how can we call underwater sound? For me, it's one question. It's also most important question. And then I think in the water, it's not we call the sound. It's like a vibration, and it's about the touch. So for the fish, the shrimp, the crab, all of the lives, they use their whole body to feel the vibration from everywhere on the water. So that's why if I try to represent or replay the sound, I choose into the sculpture or painting. I don't want to replay because I think we call the sound, but always we use our ear. But for another lives, they don't use their ear, and even fish, they don't have an ear. Yeah, so they just shaking their bone, their body, and make some vibration for another lives. Yeah, so this is about the information. It's about the symbol. Yeah, so it's a very loud. If you later you go back to the artwork. Sorry. Like this. I will show you later the cargo ship in air. It's not like this. Totally different. Yeah. And if you want to listen more cleaner, you can go back to the artwork and you can scan the QR code and use your smartphone to listen. And then another one I will show you the Fountain River.
That's totally different tone, different line.
Yeah. I didn't switch to the value to max, or more, yeah. So still have some motorboat on the big river, but only one, not too much, like the sound like this. So even the sound from the motorboat, you can understand only one. Now it's only one go away. And I will show you like here is there's some tours they do the kayaking on the Mae Nam River. So it's like you can see the temples like this. Yeah. And also have some lives, but the lives make the sound is very low frequency. The power is like this area. So this area is will show for the how can I say the researcher or artist. Yeah, you can see here have but then I think in this space is not good for present the sound. Yeah. I don't what you can hear. Yeah, it's a quack. But just temporary. It's some lives made because from machine it's like this. Yeah. So this one is from Angkor. You can see it's very quiet because it's so deep. Yeah, but I also can zoom in. You see like this. But actually, it's raining like more 300. Yeah. It's not too much different sound. Yeah. And in Angkor, I can heard this one. This one is I show you before. I tell you, have some if I have some life they made the sound, it will be show this area. Yeah, it's because this area is in very very low frequency. I need to bring in. That's something like this. It's like a heartbeat.
And this is also from Angkor.
Yeah, yes. So Angkor have the life system different, like the Sauboya and the Pin River. Yeah.
But there's not a lot of fish or the
It's a lot of fish, but because it's deep, so they not like together. They can go everywhere. Yeah, yeah. And every time that when I do the recording, I will do the more over the 30 minutes because I need to record the soundscape. And for the recorder, when we go there, go to one spot, when we drop into use the hydrophone drop into the water, they will have some life they scale and they go away. So I need to stay there, take a more long time, and then they will come back. I will record the more interesting sound. Yeah. And for in air, like this one is a Pin River. Same at the same time, when I do the recording, I use two channels. One is into the water, the other one record in air. So that's why I can switch, I can check when some sound something make some sound on the water, and I can go back to check maybe is something happen in air, I mean underground. Yeah, so that's something like this. I can show you. Here is a Pin River, right? And this one is the sound from the motorboat on the water, and here also same time the motorboat they make some sound in air. It's just like this. Yeah. So we cannot think about how noise for the lives under the water. We cannot imagine it. Yeah. And that's why when we say that some location maybe they cannot get the more fish. They think because before they took a lot, but actually I think sometimes it also relate about that we made a lot of sound into the water. So that's why the lives will change their lifestyle. I mean, they change, go another way or go another. Yeah. And this one is for the paddle, for the kayaking, something like this. Yeah. So in air, we cannot imagine it what happened underwater. Yeah.
I'm wondering like how you choose the location to do the sound recording. Like I mean, if you go to Japaya, it's very big, and how do you choose one specific spot to do the sound recording? Are you looking for like biodiversity? You see some trace of puddle, or you see some trace of airflow to the surface?
For the Jaboya, it's a very large, a long river. So I have to switch like some section. And so I just like my research, I will choose the most different story. If a lot of history or that area. Also, maybe have some like more popular. The area more popular, and so is have a lot of the ship. It's like from the hotel, also from for the tours. But they also have one section. It's very quiet. The island called the Coquette Island. Yeah, and the island is very interesting because maybe I can show you where we talk.
So you choose like the area with a lot of activities going on.
Yeah.
And also the one that have the least activities, just to compare both, right?
Yes, yeah. So here is a Coquette. So before, actually the original riverway is this way. And they created this way. So for the traffic, they will go straight from here to here. So this here is not much motorboat, no cargo ship. So here have more lives they stay here. So I stay here like 2 weeks to recording. Yes, something like this. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So I think that's it for this session. So the artist presentation and also a reflection from Dr. Kreangkrai. So after this, we'll take 10 minutes breaks. And after the break, it's going to be a moderated dialogue. And we'll touch more on what Dr. Kreangkrai is working on and his interest. It's really interesting. He did a lot of field research as well. Yeah, so we will hear more from him after this break. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see you in 10 minutes. So it's going to be a moderated dialogue on rivers, memories, and also the urban transformation. And yeah, we're starting the session now. So previously we got a glimpse of how Dr. Kreangkrai has, put more insights to the presentation of Kuen-Lin, and yeah, it would be nice if we learn more about what you are working with and your scope of work and your project that you have done, what you have been doing lately. Yeah, we would love to hear more from you.
Thank you very much for inviting me to join this very significant things for me. Because it's the first time for me to dialogue with artists. Normally, I do only the research. Yeah, thank you very much, Carol. And also, but I understand very well because of it. And my background is for the first degree, I studied like geography, and then continue to the heritage management. And also, I have a lot of friends who are like biologists. That's why when I was young, I am the bird watcher as well. That's why I try to, at the moment, I working at the Faculty of Architecture, and we try to understand how people interact with the nature. Also, now you can see all the big city. But in my career, I try to study about we call vernacular architecture and built environment. It means how the local people they construct their house, and also this kind of thing is related to the nature, so that they don't have like a big money to install air condition, and that's why they try to create a space that more comfortable for their life, and also not consume a lot of the energy and everything. That's what is my first part. And also now I working with old town project in Thailand. We have like a 36 old town register, and then now I try to do the management plan for this year. We conduct like a research in Kanchanaburi province, old town west from Bangkok. Now only 1 hour by the expressway you can reach there. And that one is very beautiful nature, a lot of waterfall close to the Myanmar and Thai border. And another place that I conduct the research is Phetchaburi province. This one is a very old city. It's been for the history of the city, they construct maybe around 800 or 700-year-old city, but continue living until the present. That's one very interesting also. And another project is Samut Songkhram, related to the Mae Nam River. That's one 3 places that I in charge with. And also we try to bring back the idea of like a nature-based solution for the city, because of when we see the old town everywhere construct, we try to think about how the city interact with the nature. And also you can see now we face a problem about the rain, heavy rain. Yeah, and we never have that before, right? And then until when rain stopped, we got flood in the city because we paved everywhere by concrete. We try to remove the concrete block and then try to open the land. In my research project now, especially in the temple in February, we recommend them to remove some like a hardscape, and also try to turn the temple to be like a green space of the city. My research of this year.
So it's like when there's too many of human intervention to specific area, it's going to cause like a long-term problem, right?
Yes. Such as in Bangkok, you can see a lot of that problem because of when we construct the city, it might be related to the waterway. But after 50 years ago, we developed the city with the new idea. For vehicle, for car, and that's why we fill all the canal in the cities in Bangkok, especially in Bangkok, and then all the canal replaced by the road, and we got the flood at the moment because the Bangkok is located in the a lowland. It's not how can I say for the it's not how can I say for the sea level. It's been only 1 meter from sea level, and yesterday during the full moon you can see the sea level is high, and then the flow of the river cannot go to the sea. We got flood many places, and also today in Samut Songkhram as well, in that my research place around the city, they got flood from the flow of the river and also for the sea level. That's why at the central part of Thailand, and it's located in the lower land, and we got flood very easily if we don't concern about the environment.
There's always this conspiracy about Bangkok going to be like fully covered, by water. From your perspective, is going to happen?
Yes, because of it's mean every condominium or the big hotel they bring the water from the underground water, and now Bangkok will be sinking very soon. And also, for the climate change, we don't know, maybe the sea level is really high, and then how we manage this kind of thing, because of the city consume a lot of energy and resources, and more than for the people who living in the province size. Bangkok consume a lot of the resources.
We are always think for sure someday, right? And also you mentioned about the heritage management. I think for many people that's quite a new term. And could you tell us what are the key pillars or the foundation of heritage management?
Very helpful for this question. But heritage management is mean for the heritage we don't not only for the history, something past, but we try to use our how can I say that we got from the past into the present, and how to utilize this kind of resources in the sustainable way, and also thinking with the future. And it means you can use the heritage for the tourism for everything, and also such as when I talking about the vernacular concept, it means we try to understand the local people or local wisdom, how they living with water. Then maybe in the future we need to go back and living on the raft house again, like we did before in the past. Something like that. We try to learn how people they interact with the nature in the past and how they construct the building and at the moment it's become like a heritage. And heritage is not only for the man-made building, but it's been including the environment.
So it's mainly about how are we going to preserve what is already there, and how are we going to coexist alongside them for a long term in a very sustainable way. Yes. Thank you. I would like to shoot a question to Kuen-Lin. So when you visit or record the sounds along the river, what did you learn about how the city and the river coexist together nowadays?
I think before, in the beginning, I didn't think about this issue. Yes. It's, it seems like 2023. I just into the water. I mean, because I recording from the 2018, and but in that time I use the PVC pipe, so it's not too much related about something like we talk about the city, the construction and anything. It's just for some a little bit about the history, and then into the 2023. Because I get another skill, but like kayaking, like I get the license of the motorboat license. Yeah, that's therefore easy to recording. Yeah, that's why I think for me, I'm not very how to say professional to study or to research about the city like a professor. Yeah, but I think when I do the research, I mean I do the residency program. So I in a different city, and I do a recording. I get the more information from the local people, from the paper from So I found the one thing before I didn't know is actually the river still stay in our cities, but we forgot. We hide them. We use the construction. We build some street, and they just under the street. They still. But we forgot because we cannot see them. And also for a young generation, when they're born, they never see the river. So they also forgot. We cannot call it forgot. It's gone. It's never in here. Never. Yeah. So I think that's why I want to make some art for the people's. Yeah, they don't need to go back to study the huge data and the papers and to looking for the books. They just use their sense to feel the water, the sound, and the colors. And they when they're back to their normal life, they can think about maybe maybe that's why my house, when have a heavy rain, it will be roll. Yeah, because your house maybe just built under the water, before, but you forgot, right? Yeah, in Chiang Mai, actually have a big one. I show you the map. It's here. This one is a big lake before, but now totally gone. It's like now it's a market, right?
This one is mean in the past we call Nong Bua. We found in the like an ancient document, and now it turned to be Chiang Mai area. You can see the like how can I say bus station, and also maybe how can I say a lot of community located there, and if the big heavy rain, they will flood that area.
Because the land is a little bit low, level is a little bit low, so that's why the water still come. But for the new generation, they think, oh my God, why the water still coming, and why the government they don't want to cut, they don't want to build some construction to stop the water into my house. But no, it's because the water. It's before the waters just stay there. Yeah, so I think we need to think about how to maybe change our life. Move to another way. Yeah.
I share a bit. I just remind. Yeah, and also for that pond in the past, if we reading like Chiang Mai Chronicle, you can see that when King Manglai established the city, they choose like three important components. One is Doi Suthep mountain, and then Nong Bua Jet Kor is in that area, and also Mapping River. But we lost one already. Yeah, for we call like the officials of the city, and that's why now we got a lot of flood, and also it got a heavy rain because of we lost this kind of like important area in the city.
I think for this map, it can show you like this city. It's a Monglai King. He built the first castle city from when he come to Chiang Mai, and then it's falling. So he didn't try to change or stop the river. He just moved to now we call the Chiang Mai city to build the second city. So that's why Chiang Mai is a new castle, new city is a mean. Yeah. So it's like the experiences for us like we can't change the nature. Yeah, we only can we only can think about how to fit in the follow the nature. Yeah.
Very interesting for your sharing. It means like King Manglai, he from Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai, maybe he is the one that from the mountainous knowledge because of his family is from the Lua people, and then they're living in the like a highland, and then when they try to settle down in the lowland, and they don't know the concept, and then he used that one to construct the city, and not success, and he moved to Chiang Mai. But he will not destroy the land. He will respect the land and choose the very like a good area to the settlement. They don't. That one is very important. It means in the past, people they have their own knowledge, and this maybe King Manglai he don't know about how to settle down in the like a floodplain area. But he is the people from the mountainous area, and then he tried to construct the new city, and that's why it's called Chiang Mai, because Chiang Mai is mean new town, new city. It means for the Viet Cung Cam can be like the old city, and then Chiang Mai is become like a new city.
I'm wondering like how what were the local authority back then decide to pave the way on top of the rivers or waterway? Is that for like land transportation purpose, or is there any rationale behind that, or is purely for transportation?
Share is mean or the construction is from the like the engineer point of view, and they try to, how can I say, be competitive with the nature, but we never win. I can say that, but we need to rethinking, such as you can see the like very like a heavy construction around the Thai coast, or for protecting the land from the erosion. But we not win. You can see the erosion will come to another place. Yeah, we need to understand and learning how to living with water, and also for the construction around the river as well. They try to protect the land from the flood. But you make the water like a waterway or the river more narrow. This means some area we've got flood very high. That's going to make a lot of problem in the future. But in the past, we tried to use like a house on stilt. You construct actually for the river, and then along the river there are like we call like river terrace. In that area, the people who settle down there, they use the house on stilt in the vernacular concept, like a บ้านเรือนไทย is in Thai house, and that's why they don't worry about the flood. If they flood, if not come, they living in like second floor. But now when we done things, that kind of thing is a very important knowledge. We lost and we construct house on ground in a truck, and a lot of damage every year.
So people from the past, they tend to be more well aware how to coexist with the nature, right? I heard that in Chiang Mai there's also one, practice or eat bang or something that their house can get higher during the flood.
Yeah, and in many places we have the local wisdom. It means such as if you are interested in that one, and they have the like a local company a lot in Suphanburi, because they need to ship the house more high because of now. How can I say? In the past, we construct the house on steel, but it's not so high. You cannot live underground because of Thai people. They believe we don't live in the ground floor, but we just live in the like a second floor. The ground floor, you can keep like all the stuff, and also maybe your pet living there. But at the moment, we try to use the ground floor, and that's why we need to lift up. And there are a lot of like company who did that one in Suphanburi. If you want to fix your house, you can go to Suphanburi.
But they don't do for condominium.
Actually, for some not too big building, you can see they use that kind of knowledge to move the chapel or like the walls in the temple. Some temple they live up. That the temple is made by brick structure. They have their own knowledge to manage that one. Very interesting if you see. And also some building they live up.
I want to reach back to Kuen-Lin. So you've been recording rivers and waterways in different countries. And just what did you learn from different local area, like how they coexist with the water, with the waterways? Are they well aware that one day what they have built will be gone, or are they having any problem with the local waterways? What do you see the situation, apart from Thailand, in other countries as well? Are they facing the same challenge, or are they living happily?
I think, they have a similar challenge, also similar problem. In Taiwan, we also to like Thailand. Yeah, we cover the river and use the river to how to say it?
Yeah,
Water treatment.
water treatment.
Yeah, so that's why I just came to Thailand and I found the same situation for the river. And but in the other country, I remember in the Norway. Norway is because I did not stay in a big city. Yeah, I stay in a village, and they actually they don't have too much such the big river. They just have a small stream. Yeah, from the high mountain, very quickly into the funeral. Yeah, and the funeral is from from the ocean, so it's very deep. Also the landscape is totally different. So they use the water they use a different way for the water for the river, and they need keep the water from mountain. Yeah, the mountain have a lot of different we call lake because it's very huge, and this is fresh water, not like from sea. Yeah, so so they because the fresh water is very hard to get, so they think they need to keep the traditional way to get the water, not us, because I think in Thailand, your history is have a long time between the human being and the river. Yeah, in a long time ago, you use the river to become like a street. You use the boat, the boat, yeah, under the water, and then when you build the first bridge, and you cut the river, they connect each other, they cut, and then when you build the first street, you will forget the river. Yeah, because you use the car or like something traffic to transform something anything. So you don't use the river, but you still remember how to use the river. I mean, the small one or the canal you forgot, and also I for the tourists we can see the sometimes the canals is very it's not clean. Yeah, so it's only a huge river like a Zhaopuya River, and you still use that. Yeah, and because it's like a street, so never think about the sound about the sound under the water. Yeah, because it's just when we make some car, some motorbike, we don't care about what we see. We just care about the from A to B, like this. So, but in this trip, we made the many kind of different pollution, like a sound pollution, like a air pollution, or the in the ear, in the air. Yeah. So it's something like we do this for to the river. So that's why I think in Taiwan we cut because the river will be flowing into the human the building. So we built the construction, the high wall, concrete wall, to stop the water. But because of that, so people they cannot close. They cannot easy to close the river. Not like you in Thailand, easy to close the river. We built the wall like have a second floor higher, or yeah. So not like here. So I think for me, even the water will make some trouble. But you still, I don't know how reason or what kind of reason you don't want to build the such like the huge concrete wall to protect the people. And yeah, I don't want to judge anyone, but I just think about the what kind of reason, because for Taiwanese government they think about how to protect the people. So the first they just built so huge, like 5 or 10 meters the concrete wall. Yeah. So but in here we know the water will flow into the city, but you don't build yeah.
That's, I think many places they are suffering from the concept of human first.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since the industrial revolution. That's my idea. Dr. Kreangkrai, I would like to know what are the good example of other countries or maybe other places that they manage to coexist with the waterways, with the nature, and they live in harmony together. Good example from your experience.
Actually, for the management and for the city and everywhere, we need to setting our own how can I say, management, because of in Thailand we have a lot of problem because of we copy from somewhere, such as for the Bangkok. In the past 50 years ago, we inviting American city planner to create we call a lit field plan, and that's why we try to move from the waterway city into a vehicle city, like we haven't at the moment, because of I think we have to think about our own resources, geography and everything, and then we create our own management plan or a city planning. That's one. But we need to respect the nature, also the environment, this kind of thing. But if I can share, we can learn a lot from the past, such as now many places we lost, such as in the south of Vietnam at the mouth of the Mekong River. In that area, there is a flat plain. They have a lot of the water-based community, such as the Cần Thơ area. You can see a thousand of boats come together in the early morning to sell something how can I say, water, ตลาดน้ำ floating market. Floating market. Now at the moment we lost that one already because of the Vietnamese government tried to construct the new town, and then we don't use the local wisdom anymore. And also such as in the Tole Sap Lake in Cambodia, we found a lot of community located in the flat area. They construct very high steel house, and such as my colleague also did his PhD thesis about that one. They have a lot of communities, and if we how can I say, need to living with the very fragile area, we need to respect the nature and try to touch the earth more lively, not to create the big problem. The artist said that if we try to construct very heavy construction, the effect will become more heavy, and also, and we learn a lot from this kind of thing, yeah. And also, if we want to living with the water, such as a very good case study also in Chiang State, in Myanmar, we have the big lake, Inle Lake. Also, the people they living there, they living in the lake, and they do the agronomy. They create like a raft, and they bring the nutrients from the lake, the soil from the lake, and then they plant the tomato and everything, very fresh and very good one. I think if we can learn how to dialogue, how to collaborate with them, like a local wisdom, and also how to living with the particular area with our own knowledge. I think that one is the future. I don't know about the other how can I say construction. We try to do, but we not success on that one. I think so many projects fail at the moment. We need to rethinking, because of I think at the moment we living in the very how can I sayเป็นช่วงเวลาวิกฤตนะ like a critical time at the moment.
So it's more like about the adaptability of people in specific area to coexist. So yeah, so we going to one of the last questions for this session. So from many rivers in Thailand, they are now heavily developed or polluted, what you've been saying. From both artistic and architectural perspective, how can we restore the sense of connection between people and water?
Again, very probably first. Very difficult, also very difficult question. But I think now we need to think about the nature-based solution. It's been in some area we need to, as I say, we just let the nature recover them itself. We have the idea of like a rewiring, make it become like a nature again. I think if we let the area, if we don't use that one, it can turn to be like how can I say, like a nature area as well. That's why, and also we try to collaborate with, as I say, we try to don't use like a very like a super infrastructure around the river. But then one is like academic point of view. But if you're talking with the government, they also still working on that one. Even now, at the moment, the how can I say, knowledge we know already that we cannot win if we do that kind of like approach. But at the moment, we need to communicate with like a politician, we need to communicate with like a government officer who in charge on that one, by giving them like the other choice, or giving them about the other idea as well. We have to be thinking about how we deal with the environment.
Thank you very much. That's very constructive solutions. So, Kuen-Lin, from your, just from your research, from what you have seen, what you have listened to, how can we reconnect with the waters?
It's a big question. And I think for artists, my art, I think I cannot give in some solution or no.
Sure.
Yeah. It's because it's a very complicated the problem, and also global issue. Yes. So I think for me, I just follow, because this question is I know the more similar issue in Taiwan, but in Thailand, I just stay like 2 months or 3 months totally, And I don't think because I saw the sun view as for me like it's totally different from like a Taiwan, and I think it's if I can see I see that view, that situation. It's about the Thai people. You stay here, living here, and you fit in here. Yeah, it have some reason make you think about to use the nature, to use the water like this we see. So for me, I just try to understand, try to find the new different viewpoint, and I try to into my artwork and make some art to present for the same peoples, and so that's why this is my every time when I do the residency program, I will do this because I am foreigner and I came here, not stay too long, and I get some different view and have a different experience, and I will present my experience in my artwork. So, yes, this is my answer.
Yeah, you did. So I think the answers from both of you are really about creating the awareness, the sense of urgency that to coexist with the nature together is going to be something have to be something really sustainable and don't take things for granted. And yeah, I think that's the key message. So for this session as well. So I think it's a good time to end the session here. And the next is if you have any question, let us know. And two of our speakers will answer to you. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
For Mr. I have some questions like about the approach that you do your pieces. Like when you approach the sculpture, like you have the imagination or ideas on how you would like how the form of the sculpture will be, how the form of the painting will be, or it's come as you are listening or recording the sound.
Thank you for your question. I think that's why I studied so many different the art form to present, because I think for artists, I don't want to just I just can painting or just can make some sculpture, because when I found some issue, I want to present, and I will switch which kind the art form is for. It's like the language. You switch which one language is more better to present to see to say your opinion. So that's why for this time I do the sculpture. Also I do the painting. Sometimes you will find that they are from the same sound on the water. That's the reason is I use the different art form, because for the underwater it's more hard for audience to understand what happened underwater. So that's why I try to make the different way, a different form for the audience. And also the picture, the painting is more like a landscape. Actually, it's underwater scape. Yeah. And for the sculpture, it's like a spot. Yeah, yeah, it's not, it's not like the large scale, you know. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That's just like that. Yes. So that's why when I do the art present, I will choose the which, when I get to the some issue, I will think about what kind of art form better to present them. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi. Thanks for both your presentations, really informative. I have a question about maybe, I don't know, is it a method question? Is it a formulation question? Something along those lines. You were talking about the river and memory. And, you know, that's quite surprising for me. I mean, in a way, you also use the geological model for your, you know, your formulation of memory. But I find that hydrology is quite different from geology, right? Like, you know, people used to say that you can't step into the same river twice. So it's hard to remember, and rivers are really kind of all about forgetting in many ways, right? I'm a literature person, film person. So that's how I think about rivers, but I'm now also trying to think about it in terms of, you know, memory and history. I know that the earth and geology has been talked about as an archive, right? So I think in some ways you're also doing this archive for memory. But the hydro model seems to, yeah, I mean, it's so dispersive, it's so, you know, fluid, right? And your sculptures too. I mean, quite, you know, they are matter, right? It's quite, there's a tension there. So I guess what I'm asking is about, you know, why not a different model completely for thinking about memory and water? Why use the sedimentation metaphor or the geological?
So your question is like why I still have interest about the water memory or like yeah.
I guess what I'm asking is about it's this tension between the geological, I find, and the hydrology.
Yes.
Two models.
Yes.
They're not like the same for me in ways, you know. But I noticed that in your work, especially the sculptures, they're quite geological too, with the use of ceramic and everything, right? But, you know, geology and earth remembers in a different way than the way rivers remember. And most people would say, Heraclitus would say, you can't step into the same river twice. So, you know, you can't have memory and rivers. And in literature, you know, if you're going into your new life, for example, you'll cross a river because the river is about forgetting, right? So what you're trying to do is memory, and I'm wondering how does the memory stick in the water then? Why use a geological metaphor or a geological methodology? Because they're quite different, I think. Yeah, geological models are more about non-linear history, layered histories.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can catch your question, but I think you know, just like you said, because of when we call the water memories, is actually because I want if I let me talk, I will say that is a sound memory, and the sound and the sound and the water they also, it's very hard. They are abstract. Abstract. It's not concrete. Yeah, they are very hard to imagine their memory because when we call a memory, it's something like we remember something and start something, right? But for the river, for the sound, it's just like you said, it's continue to is flowing, yeah, from A to B, then we never stop, we cannot go back, right? So how can I think about this into my sculpture? Yeah, but it's for me. It's like I need to use my hand to try to explain. It's for the sculpture. You can see the line, right? The ceramic pipe. For me, it's continue to move. It's a sound. I just catch them temporarily to become the ceramic. So it's like, if I can say, I will say like a crystal. The sound, the water, the crystal, even they still flowing, still continue to go in, but I just catch this session and the temporary time, to crystal the water, the sound into became my sculpture. It's a career. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's so different.
Yeah, I find it a hard question to follow because it goes deeper into what I wanted to ask you, because it feels to me, when listening to you and having seen your work, that what I was thinking of you as a sound artist, you use sound as a tool rather than as your work of art. It's not an immersive experience that we get from listening to the sounds you collect. You use those sounds and they're immersive to you. And then you create something that we can look at, and we can also pull back on the sound. Is almost like the little description. Is that true? Is sound a tool for you? And on its own, would it not be a work of art?
Yes, it's a good question. Yeah, because for me, it's when I use the hydrophone I heard the underwater sound. I get the so surprised because I just like found some new word. Yeah, because you cannot imagine it, because when you stay beside some herbal and you drop into your hydrophone and you take you wear your earphone and you really know that something happened, but you cannot see, and you can use your imagination to think what happened. Yeah. I think that, and second, I will think about so this is we call sound, because before I said that it's like a vibration. The NASA, the organization, the NASA, they announce they recorded the sound. Some planes, they move and they recorded the sound, so they play the sound. But actually, that is not sound. It's a vibration. Yeah, the plane, they move, they make some wave for not for anyone, but we catch. So that's why I think about maybe I don't need to present the sound again. Yeah, because when I first or second to present my artwork, and I said this shape, this sculpture from underwater sound, and the audience asked me, so who made the sound? Yeah, and I say, oh, this is a fish. The fish stay here, and I took it a long time that I can catch the sound. And they will continue ask. They ask me, so what kind of sound? What kind of fish? So it can mean let me think. I'm an artist. I'm not a ecological, researcher. So I think how can I use this sound into transform them into the sculpture, into the painting? Because when I play, so when I play the sound for you, you will continue you will make a lot of different questions because we don't know the sound before. Yeah, so that's why I don't want to use your sense, your ears to hear the sound, because I think maybe we can use our eyes to feel to catch the sound. And have another question. Another reason is I don't know. Did you know the very beautiful garden in Japan? We call the Zen garden or the dry landscape garden. Yeah, that kind of garden is actually it's no mountain, no water, no sea. It's just a sand and a stone. Yeah, right. So when everyone will stand in the tatami and looking for such beautiful garden, we think that, oh my God, it's so beautiful. But actually, for everyone, you say the beautiful is totally different. You see the different view. Yeah, even you took a picture, send picture, but for you guys, your heart is you catch the different view. So because for artwork, it's like a media. So you see that, and your background will giving you some feeling, touch your heart, and you think that this is so great. So that's why I transform my sound, my recording sound into the sculpture, because I think actually it's not the underwater side is not important. Yeah, the important is for that it's for underwater, but you can use your eyes to imagine the sound from your heart, and that one is your sound. Yeah, because if I go to explain the sound, it will be gone. I mean, the imagination, it will be gone. It's just narrow. But for artists, I think we need to present you, use another sense to open your mind, to think about maybe have one way to looking for this world, and then the solution you made, not mine. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I made the artwork. Yeah.
Or one more question.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you, all of you, for giving this whole experience and also this presentation. So I actually have two questions, very related to the previous two. So the first one is, so I'm not an artist and I'm not a hydrologist, so I know nothing about science and all of those, but I'm thinking, so if we're talking about the memory is more about history. So it should be something happened before, and now you're looking at the same thing or again, and you feel like there are some changes. But as a lady like mentioned, the water is fluid, is flowing, is changed like every second. So it's actually quite hard to capture. And also you mentioned like in the Chiang Mai, this project is only it's 2 months or something. So you are quite like making this individual actually the recordings. So I'm thinking because you started this whole project in Taiwan like years ago, right? That could be a longer period. So I'm just wondering, have you ever been like, for example, record the same session on one river, like for like 1 year ago and now? And I'm thinking maybe that could be something reflecting, the human activities, like because I know we do a lot of. So I'm from Chinese mainland, so government do a lot of dams to protect building the walls and to fight the flood. All of those activities actually changed the river a lot. And like here is different because also Professor mentioned there are so many ecosystem nature-based solutions. Like we use the line itself and river itself to drink the water and to co-live with the water. So I'm thinking if for example, some infrastructure be took away. Like before there's a dam there, but now there's like it's gone. Or there are biodiversity, better biodiversity before, but now because of the human being there's like biodiversity loss. So maybe this can be reflected in the audio, in the sounds. That could be very interesting. I feel like for me. So that's my first question. And the second one is also when I listen to the sound, I feel like it's very, very interesting to me because a new experience. I never heard about like sound in the river for the first time. So I'm thinking like for it's also nice to look at how you visualize the sound, like in your paintings, in the sculptures. But I'm also wondering, like, will you consider, maybe also let the audience hear the sounds while we were looking at your artworks? Just play that in the room or in the exhibition. So it could be, from eyes, from ears, like different sensings to capture the whole artwork together. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Just remember your first question. Yeah,
Yes.
I forgot that because I think that how to answer your first question, and the second. So the second I forgot. Sorry, maybe you will repeat again. The first question I think for the first question I think I know that now have so many scientists. They do that because they stay the same location and recording like 10 years, and they will figure out the house different and something changed, but like some birds why they didn't make a sound under this foreign. Yeah, this something like this, but. In the marine, also the river is more hot because the for the whole countries, whole world, actually under the water have some secret we cannot touch. It is true. It's like when I do some recording in Yokohama port and have the police officer. He came to ask me what are they doing. Yeah, because when I do recording, I will hear far from my maybe 10 kilometers. I also can hear. Like have a subway, and they announce there is audio to announce something. I heard very clean. So that's why if you go to some more serious organization. They will ask you why you do that. You want to listen something, and so that's why the science that they do this research is very hard. They only can do this research is for their own, their own rivers or their own water systems. They cannot. If in the UN they can, but yeah. So, but for me, it came to the artist. I think because I beginning to do the underwater sound only like until now like 5 years. Oh yeah, mostly like 5 years. So I don't have a chance to the recording on the same location many times. I have been there second time, but not too long. And if I want to get something different, I need to like monitor the stay there, and it took a long time. But for my equipment also not for a long time. Yeah, so I need to carry them. Yeah, so I think I didn't found the like you said the first year and after 10 years. Yeah, this experience. Yeah, and the second question is
Why don't you turn on the sound in the room? Why don't you turn on the recorded sound?
Yeah, if you check my website, you will see before I make some small sculpture by PVC pipe. Also, I use some sound device into the sculpture, so the sculpture will play the sound. Yeah, but for me, if I want to do some like this exhibition, and each sculpture they play the sound, it will be mixed on this space, so we cannot listen each other. So when I do that kind of artwork so long time, I think maybe I just cut the sound and I use the QR code for everyone to scan. But the reason is for the like present for material. But when artists want to change anything, we need to think about this means this have some art language. So I took a long time that I didn't change. I still to play the sound from my sculpture. But when I get the sound from underwater, I found even I play, it's noise for you, no meaning. It's no meaning. It's the meaning just you can know what kind of sound from the motor ship is from human made. Yeah. So if the natural life they made some sound we cannot understand. For us we don't. Yeah, I say that. So it's so that's why I think how to switch, how to change the sound, and it became another. The audience can use their different sense, and they can think about the sound, what kind of sound from underwater, because you think the sound, and I play the sound. It's not it's not very. It's not very clean to tell you what kind of sound is underwater. Yeah, it's no meaning. It's no sense. I think it's no sense. Yeah, because for artists, I think I want to present you the such like some object, and you can see, you can listen, and you can get some meaning from the artwork. So that's why I try to transform them. And I have another reason is very hard to explain, but I think I have to say something for that one here. It's like because I've used the Chinese, so that's why when I think about the sound we call the sound sculpture. Yeah, but when we call the sound sculpture, the Western artists, they use the computer just like this one. No, sorry, just like this. They use a computer to know the sound print, and they use just for example, and they use the 3D print to make the sound print. This sound print to make the 3D, and they call this one is a sound sculpture. But for me, it's not sound sculpture, because for the Chinese character user, we think about the sound can into the image, because we use the character is like the shape, some image. But for the foreigner, like use English, you just use like 26 alphabets to make everything, to create every sounds. Yeah, this is like a coding. You just use 20, but in Chinese we saw a lot, 1,000, I cannot remember, and every each have a different meaning and different sound. So that's why when I catch the sound and cannot understand, cannot touch any image, and I can image, and then I can think about, okay, what kind of image can be this sound. It's something like the note. Yeah. So the player, the piano player, actually who don't need the piano, just the score, the note, and the melody will become their brand. They can, right? So that's why I also try to create the sound score, sound note. Yeah, but just past 5 years, so I did not have enough to make the sound system. And then I will continue, and I will figure out what kind of shape is what meaning, what sound. Yes, yeah, that's my artwork. Thank you.
I think that's a wrap up for today's program. So thank you all for being here with us, and thank you, Dr. Kreangkrai, thank you, Kuen-Lin, to give us really insightful information on waters and how we're going to live sustainably. So thank you all. Goodbye.